am someone who was very interested in the way that you expressed feelings
Okay.
could be managed. And
Mm-hmm.
so I am client number one.
I don't know. I can't call you by name. I guess it's like witness protection program. You maybe you can choose a name. If you'd be a male, I would say John Smith. But nevertheless, client number one, can you tell us about the challenges you were facing when you first started counseling, without going into specifics, just speaking generally?
The main challenge that I had was identifying the actual feeling. So when I first introduced, when you asked me the question, what is the feeling? It was anger. Then I was able to go through the questioning and understand that it was actually frustration and agitation, and then the core was disappointment. And this disappointment was something that was prolonged and eventually led to anger and having me behaving in a way that I was not comfortable with.
Yeah, actually, I did remember, without any disclosing any details, but yes, we started by saying anger, disappointment is kind of, feeling stuck. But then I have remembered now during the session, we just said, okay, we might be actually scratching the surface here.
Yes.
And it's a one feeling which is actually covering up something which is much deep. And then we have restated our purpose, and that's how we started working. Right.
Yes.
Second question, which we are suggested to ask you, initial thoughts, hesitations about actually going for the session.
I was unsure about how lack of background information would be helpful. Like, I thought that you would need some more deeper disclosures in order to assist with the feelings, but that was not true. Like, my apprehension was definitely resolved within the first session.
Yeah, just to give some context for those who will be watching it without knowing the whole story, because basically what happened, we had only one session, about it was 1 hour 30 minutes. I didn't ask any details about what is the personal life and who did what, as it normally happens during the psychotherapy. So basically, we did not go much into specific. We didn't give, let me say, a lot at all into specific, unless when those memories started coming up during the session. We were not focused, actually, as you remember, too much on facts. We were focusing on the feelings that we had to process. Yes. So at first, I understand you were like not skeptical, but you would expect that we need to go through your whole biography.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah, okay, and we did not, because basically the method I used to work, we don't have time to do that. And so we had that session. And the next question, like, when did you start feeling the change, feeling the difference?
Upon the first time that I had to interact with a specific person, it was telephonically. And I realized that I was thinking more logically, like I wasn't being led by the emotions. I was able to, because I see myself as a logical person, but in this situation, it was just absolutely impossible for me to remain logical and rational. And so I noticed a lot of rational thoughts, and this helped me to alter my behavior.
So basically, before, you would feel emotional, and you were not able to make the right decision and behave in an optimal way. But then once those emotions, we worked with them, now you could actually realize, well, I could do better than that. I could make better decision for better life. Because why I find that interesting is that during the actual session, we did not do any logical work that much per se. We were not analyzing your life, where things went wrong, isn't it? So it's actually exactly opposite. We have worked the feeling. We have worked with the feeling, you could say 80% of time, 99% of time even. And those getting those feeling right allowed us to release them, so we could start thinking rationally instead of focusing on what is the correct, logical, rational thing to act, trying through this, solving this complex problem rationally, trying somehow hoping that we're going to start feel ourselves better, that our emotions will change. So in a sense, we have done exactly the opposite, and the result was clear on a cognitive level.